In the last video, we used formulas to find the confidence interval for the probability of conceiving a girl using the XORT method. And we came up with a confidence interval of 0.867 up to 0.949. So now I want to show you how to do this on your calculator. So on your calculator, you are going to press the second button and then go to Stat. This time you're going to tab over to the third tab and you're going to scroll all the way down until you see 1 proportion Z interval. So 1 proportion Z interval is what you're going to use on your calculator anytime you want to calculate a confidence interval. 1 stands for 1 sample, because we're dealing with just 1 sample here, from 1 population. Proportion, because you want to estimate for a population proportion. And anytime you're estimating for a population proportion, we always use the normal distribution. So that's why you see Z. So we're always using the normal distribution. And then interval, meaning you want to build a confidence interval. So this is how you know which function to use on your calculator. You look and you go, okay, I've got 1 sample. I want to estimate for a population proportion. That's always using the normal distribution, and I'm trying to build a confidence interval. Okay. All right. Once you have that, it's going to ask you for some information. So it's going to ask you to put in the value of X, your sample size, N, your confidence level. And you always write it as a decimal. And then hopefully you'll see here that the calculator gives you an interval that's very close, if not exactly similar to the one that you got using the formula. If there are any differences between the interval given to you by your calculator versus the formula, that's just due to rounding errors. Because if you recall, when we were looking for the critical value and we came up with 2.58, that was a value, a z-score that we rounded. So ultimately that's going to affect the confidence interval. So that's how you use your calculator.